Hello guys, we are in the pandemic management team. Alright, as I said a couple of days ago, that God can turn the bad things that we go through for His good and for our good. How does He do that? Well, He's God, and that's why we trust Him. So often when we go through some really difficult time, we think like this: God has forgotten me. He has abandoned me. He has forsaken me. Well, we come up with all those ideas how God has not taken care of us or not interested in us anymore. Well, I'm going to use this plastic and water as an illustration to help you to know that God does not abandon us, and He cares for us, and He will never fail us. Well, especially we need to know when we are faced with problems after problems, issues after issues in this pandemic. Imagine this plastic. Imagine this is God, right? And the water is us. And the plastic wraps and keeps and secures the water. And that's what God does for us. But just because God keeps us, envelopes us with His presence and watches over us, does not mean that problems are far from us. I want you to see that this pencil as the problems that we face in life. So, can the plastic really protect the water from leaking? Can God, this plastic is a picture of God, right? Let's take it that way. Can this God be trusted? Well, let's see what happens. If this is problem and it penetrates and tries to get to us, oops, hey, it's not leaking. Next one. Let's see. Another problem comes to you. Wow. And another problem comes to you. Wow. It's holding on, guys. I think we can trust God. Oops. Another one. Hey, it's working. God can be trusted. Look, it's holding on. It's holding on. Can we trust God? Can we trust God? If you can trust this plastic to hold the water and not leak at all, even though the problems are sticking and trying to get to us, that's what God can do for you and for me. He can hold you together. He can keep you and make sure that we are not wasted. Well, let me put it down. Well, everyone, let me remind you before I end with one powerful scripture that I really love to remind myself that God does not fail and He will not abandon us. Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 5, the second part of that verse says, I will never fail you. I will never abandon you. So, if I can trust that plastic to hold that water together and not let a single drop of water to escape, even though the pencils penetrate it, I believe we can trust God. I believe He is good, and I believe He will take care of you. He will never fail us. He will never abandon us. So, we can manage this pandemic, I believe, well. God bless you, and thank you.